and welcome back to another dev stream. So my name is Pyrit, I'm the community manager for Vigor, and I'm here with Locklear.
Hello.
And today we are going to simply address some of your very interesting questions from our Reddit and our forum. We are also going to address the new changelog that went live just this morning.
Exactly.
And just play the game and have some fun, I guess. So hello everyone in the chat. Let us know in the chat that you are here. I want to see it running right now. And if you have any questions, obviously ask in the chat because we will try to address them. And we have a really incredible amount of time today because we do not have any huge update or anything. So we really have the opportunity to speak with you. So I guess that I'm going to jump to the game.
Yeah, right.
Do you want to play or?
Oh, go ahead. I have my cup of tea.
Okay.
Proper English autumn.
All right. So, do we happen to have any questions in the chat right now? Is there anyone? Hi from France. Well, hello, my friend. So, what am I going to do today? So, guess I will leave at least a few of those weapons.
Yeah, I see that you are pretty stashed for a random evening game.
Like, I think that this is actually from the last dev stream, so...
Oh, I see.
You know, I usually do not play on this account, so I was pretty stashed, and I am definitely not too confident about me playing. Maybe I will go just with the knife, because I want to really focus on the questions, so I'll probably die really soon. So, guys... How many of you have actually asked the questions on our forum or on the Reddit before the live stream? Because I would love to know how many of you are actually here to listen to
the answers.
To the answers, yeah, that's... any update on the Vigor head? Well, I will have to try, I mean, I don't know which head we are talking about, if it's like the in-game head or if it's like a live version of the head, which is something we also talked about last time you were here.
That's true, yeah, we were talking about both heads. I think that the in-game ones are still under investigation, so we will definitely update you guys as soon as we have any further information.
Exactly, because actually they were supposed to go live, you know, but there were some issues, so we are obviously trying to work this out, but still have some issues left. I have only one question. We asked you guys to fix the gunplay. Why did you add auto-aim?
So it was planned from the beginning to have some sort of aim assist in the game. It wasn't added to fix any of the issues, just to improve the gunplay in general, and we try to add the aim assist in a very decent way to offset some shortcomings of the game controller, because obviously the sticks have just small range of movement, so it's really difficult to precisely aim. That's why we also improved the amount of in-game settings, so you can set different sensitivities for your ADS, your aiming, your movement. So we try to make controlling the game more convenient. So the aim assist is not there to fix any of the issues, just to make the gameplay better. The issues we were trying to address are more connected to some underlying systems. They were improved for 0.6, and there are further improvements incoming in future updates. People are still working on that.
Okay, so on our mixer we have question if we know about falling through map on Drog.
I think I saw a bug report. I will double check later with our QA, so we can address that with our level designers. Thank you for pointing that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And also you were streaming Vigor before this dev stream, I think. This guy is incredible.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Anyway, keep up the great work. Well, thank you so much. What about colorblind settings?
Yeah, so at the moment In 0.6 update, we changed the way, basically what colors we use, and we are trying to simulate various forms of color blindness to see how people that are affected by that would be perceiving various markers in the game. So the result was something that we were happy with for the time being, but we would be definitely very thankful for any further feedback. So if you have any problems with colors, let us know, and we will take a look on that with our UI designers. They are awesome people, so we will definitely be able to find a solution for that.
Yeah, that was
Someone's
actually...
shooting just outside.
Yeah, I heard that, but you know, I'm just in here looting and stuff, so...
So I will read the question in the meantime from Mixer. Why is there vapor trail on me after I kill someone? So if I'm not mistaken, the trail appears when you take some damage. It's definitely a bug. We have people on it. It should be fixed in one of the future updates.
Exactly. And let's see. I do not hear any shooting anymore, so I guess it's all fine now.
So on Twitch,
Uh-huh.
I hope I won't butcher the name. Bobe Sanchez is asking a question: will new maps be added in the full release? Most likely not in the full release, but definitely after that. We have several maps in various forms or stages of production at the moment, and we intend to add them in the future.
Yes. Let's see. Anything new in the chat? Guys, give us your questions.
This is a good question from Mixer. So what's new with this game? I haven't picked it up in a while. So we
Great
released the
question.
0.6 update a few weeks ago, and it was mostly focused on improving some base mechanics. So shooting should be improved significantly, as is the looting. We added, as you can see now, the dots to indicate lootable containers.
Which is really nice. And by the way, I'm in loot heaven right now. This is incredible how much stuff is in this particular house.
Yeah, I will talk about it a bit later, because there's today's update actually. But for yeah, and also we added rarities for items, so it's easier to identify what you've gathered, if you should keep it or you can discard it. And one of the major changes is affecting the crafting system. You were talking about that during the last stream, but maybe we can repeat it. So originally you acquired blueprints to craft weapons by disassembling those weapons to get parts, and upon getting certain number of parts you were able to get the blueprint. It's not the case anymore. You can still deconstruct weapons, but you get only materials, which is fine. But how to get new blueprints? From the airdrop. So your wooden crate, the reward from the airdrop, may contain some blueprints, but to change or to give you some new toys to play with anyways, there are weapon parts.
Yeah, exactly, which I was trying to show you.
Yeah,
just before.
Those like springs with the weapon icon, and if you get enough of those parts, you can assemble the particular weapon. So you don't risk too much by taking that weapon into the match, because you just assembled it from the parts, so you can try something new. Yeah. So basically that. And we had some new questions while I was talking. So, will you guys be adding attachments? Not exactly. The guns are as they are. Some of them have scopes, even in 0.6 update, but that's basically about it.
Yes. Have you thought about booby traps in loot locations or doors that players can place from the inventory? Okay.
So yeah, we really like the idea of traps, but it will still take some time before we we'll be able to try them to
Yeah.
get them into the game.
Yeah, that's right.
So no promises in that area. Uh, it's an attractive and fun idea, and we would like to explore it. But
Yes,
we're just
exactly.
not sure at the moment.
Will we get a throwable melee weapons?
Throwable melee weapons. Well, the first like goal in this area is to get grenades working properly, which is not the case at the moment. There is still some work to be done. That was a very successful like looting run.
Exactly. I was like so happy, and I was right next to the exit point, so this was top-notch experience for me because I'm a big looter. So let's see. Okay.
I would like to mention something because this is very nice. Thank you for doing this kind of stream. It proves your seriousness and it brings you closer to us because you listen to our complaints. Yes, that is exactly why we have the game in this shape and form in the game preview, because we are aware of many of the issues, but it's great to gather the feedback from you guys, from the actual environment where the game will be released into eventually. It gives us so much information to work with, and we appreciate your complaints, your feedback. It allows us to do better job in delivering what you would like to play.
Yes. Interesting question. Automatch make for duos, like if your friends aren't currently online and stuff like that?
Eventually, in the future, perhaps, it makes sense to do something
yeah,
like
makes
that. There was
absolutely.
also a question if like squads are happening, basically bigger groups.
Yeah.
It's again something we would like to see. It's not just like it's not entirely the main focus of the game at the moment, where we just trying to deliver this kind of lone wolf experience. But at the same time, we understand it's a game. It's fun to play with friends and maybe even with completely random people. So that's why we want to branch out into like duos and later on with squads. But really, it's like when we get to those points, based on like priorities, our resources, we would like to deliver them.
Yes. We have actually 2 questions on Mixer channel about holding breath option.
Yeah, the feature is currently in development. It will be ready in the future, probably in one of the bigger updates in the future.
Okay, here is your answer. And I think that we can jump to the first question that was on our forum, which is dead cam in duo. If I die, can I see my mate's screen?
So not at the moment. We have some ideas and plans to improve like the death cam, or when you die, like what exactly happens, or if we take you away immediately, or if there is some opportunity to spectate, for example. But it's I would say it's a bit further in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not as easy as it sounds, and we would like to like polish some of the other like aspects of the game before
like, it definitely sounds interesting, but it's not the main focus right now, definitely, so we will see. But anyway, thank you so much for your question. We happen to have new questions on both of our chats, so
people are very like talkative this time around. I like it. That's great.
I'm so glad. Yeah. What is the oil rig flashing in the background at shelter? I don't know if I know what.
Yeah, we just saw it. In fact.
Sorry guys.
Just poke mouse every now and then.
Yeah, well, we are obviously experiencing some.
So yeah, we are on the loading screen, so we don't see it. Yeah, it's there. Who knows?
Who knows? Okay, so here's your answer. Anyway, when comes closing to craft, I need a camo suit. Well,
So yeah, essentially there are some questions regarding this, like camouflage or maybe ghillie suits and
yeah,
so on,
that's right.
and it's something that we are not overly hyped about because, truth to be told, if you what you wear has a significant impact on the gameplay, like for example, gives you some sort of protection or camouflage, it naturally affects what you want to wear in the game, not based on what you like in terms of visuals, but what you are feeling to be forced to wear based on gameplay advantages. And for this particular game, we would like you to just kinda roleplay your Outlander to be some sort of, uh, random nameless dude with
Yeah, exactly.
like random clothes instead of just tailor some military
Yeah,
grade
exactly.
apparel.
Which is something that someone also asked in the last dev stream if we will be adding like military backpacks and stuff like that. And people have to
It's the
keep in mind
same
it's
stuff.
it's not a military game, and in this case, I think that the military backpack would be highly like unpractical. Also, because like this, you can use both of your hands and still put stuff in your bag. And so on. We have a question about like a shorter map rotation, which is something that people ask about quite a lot. And we still have a long way before the full release, so the maps are going to rotate for quite Jesus, god damn it. Okay. Well, anyway, at least I had only the knife. But you were killed by A4TH. You know what? You can see it, so congrats.
It's a nice name.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
As about the map rotation, we discuss it every once in a while.
yes.
It's a matter of balancing the map rotation for all different kinds of players. So some of you
Exactly.
may be able to play every day at different hours. Some of you play every few days, for example, and in certain time frame, like from I don't know 8 to 10 p.m. And it may be difficult to get the map rotation just about right, so
Yeah.
you don't see the same map all the time you join a play, especially if you play a bit less often. So we will evaluate the possibilities in this area. Maybe we try some different settings. Will we ever be able to see who we killed, maybe after match? Yeah, we are considering that. We will probably try something along the lines in one of the future
I haven't even noticed the photo.
updates. What the...
Yeah, this is like a photo from when we release, when we like announced Vigor at E3. Like,
Oh, I see.
you guys had the party here, or like, you were celebrating while we were in the LA, and this is the photo from the party, so that's pretty nice. It's like our colleague and a random dog.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. It's overflowed by questions today, isn't it?
That's true. Plans to add new modes rather than just BR type modes. I wouldn't say it's exactly BR type, but I understand you, know what you're coming from. We aim to deliver like more stuff to do in the levels. We have, I would say, a lot of plans in this area. It takes some time to like get them into the game, try it internally, iterate on them, make sure they are fun. There should be some improvements in foreseeable future. So eventually the matches should be a bit longer, since there will be more things going on. But there are also some ideas that would change the game flow a bit more significantly, I would say, than just a random event. but it's just you will need to wait a bit for seeing them in the game. By the way, there's the oil rig.
Yes, so this is the stuff that he meant. Okay, so yeah, it's cute and it's there. Anyway, I'm loving all of the small questions like add a depth emote or are you put woman in it, mate, and stuff like that. Really nice questions.
If I
indeed.
understand the question correctly, then yes, we are put woman in there, mate.
Yes, exactly. They are coming just under one of the next major updates.
They will be there.
Store and customization. Well, obviously, store is coming into the game when it's going to be fully released, and when we are going to add hard currency and all the jazz. So store is coming, but after the full release, basically.
Yep. And customizations are in there. They can be found in wooden crates when looting the airdrop.
Oh, I love the hottie on our Twitch. I want to dib on them haters.
Yes, like who wouldn't want a dab emote in the game?
Yeah, it's
like,
absolutely.
I get
it's
it.
Incredible idea, but I just hear the PewDiePie saying it over and over again in my head. Like, dib on them haters. Jesus
it's like
Christ.
I don't know. Like I would like to see that. It's funny. At the same time, we are in 1991, which is 30 years before dab emote.
So, for now we will have to dab in your head, and we will see.
It's probably a bit immersion breaking, but yeah, I get it. Like,
yeah, I absolutely get it.
Like, it's exactly that emote that I use in Forza Horizon 4 when I win the win the race.
Yeah, absolutely. So. We have a question in the chat on our Mixer channel. Any plans to add something to recognize who's duo partner when other players have on the same outfit? I don't want to shoot the wrong person, LOL.
Yeah, we have some things that we are testing at the moment. Not at the moment, but we have been testing it. So yeah, we just are looking for the right way for Vigor, for this kind of game, so it's not too immersion breaking but still helpful. But yeah, there will be something more, very likely. I'm looking. So on Twitch, if it's 90s, we will only get Backstreet Boys dances then, which is very scary. So probably we would prefer a bit of immersion breaking with that emote.
It's absolutely terrifying, but from now on there will be only Backstreet Boys playing in my head for the rest of the dev stream, so thank you so much. That is horrifying. Anyway, has something happened to the jumping? Doesn't seem as smooth. Well, I don't necessarily think that I've seen anything. Like, yeah, try to jump.
Yeah, there's a bit of a...
Yeah, it's like a delay or something. Like, you kind of stop.
I will let our animators...
we will let them know.
No.
Exactly.
Basically all the animations are still being tinkered with, so as far as I know, nothing is like set in stone, completely final, so that should be fine. I saw something that's important. Yeah. More serious stuff. Will there be any more wipes before release? Most likely, yes, but we are really carefully evaluating every wipe. We believe that the one for 0.6 was really necessary, because since we changed so many things about looting and crafting and shelter progression, one of the reasons we do game preview is to gather data, how our systems work in reality, and those changes were so big that we decided that we would like to have completely fresh data, and that's why we opted for a wipe. In the future we are definitely always trying to do without one, but please bear with us. It's very likely that you may lose your progress before the game is released.
Exactly, which actually has something to do with a question from our Facebook, which is pretty much the same. Warren is asking if we can like tell him after how much, after like what time can we promise that we won't do any vibes, because he doesn't want to play the game until he will like keep his progression.
Yeah. So,
We-
so I will
yeah.
just I will make a guess.
Yeah.
So no guarantees. I believe that at the beginning of the next year, we may be able to tell if or when there will or will not be any additional wipes.
Yeah.
So just to probably we will be able to have this kind of information. As for trying the game for the progress, it's not exactly what the game is out for. So being way too attached for your like shelter, weapons, progress is probably may lead to some disappointments. And
Yes.
I'm sorry for that, but on the other hand, it's helping us quite a lot if you just give the game a try. If you are bored, let us know why. If you are enjoying the game, let us know why, and we will deliver based on that.
Exactly. So, yeah, and we have more interesting questions in the chat. Are you able to add stash sorting so items you own are on top and categorized by sort?
Yeah, we are still trying to nail
Yeah.
it the right way how to do it, because it's like in the stash we have quite a lot of weapons already and more will be coming. So finding a way how to sort them properly easily so you will always find what you're looking for is still something that we need to figure out. To improvements are coming.
I love the game, is someone telling us on the Mixer chat, so thank you so much. Carl Stephen Jones. I'm sorry, I have such a like blog when I have to read the names because I tend to mispronounce them so much. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, this one was pretty easy. So thank you for having such a name, and thank you so much for your kind words. Any ideas for an infinite open world with no radiation? I love questions like that because there are so many ideas in the community, but for now, you guys, you have to keep in mind that the game is still in the game preview, so for now we are really just trying to make the core game loop working and to have it as smooth and enjoyable as possible, so all of those like crazily big modes and stuff like that we are going to add in like far future, if any.
If ever, yeah, like that's like a huge step to turn the match-based game into some
Yeah.
sort of like persistent world one. It would be a tremendous amount of work, which is
Yeah.
not feasible at the moment.
Exactly. Like even me personally, I really like look forward to see how will Vigor change in like matter of a year or 2 years, for example. So we will see about that. But for now, any promises?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Maybe we can answer the second question from our forum, which is multiple questions in one. So I will just.
I can read
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So, is there a possibility in the future of adding a counter that refers to how many players are actually in an encounter and running it in real time so the number counts down as people exit or die? So, the number of players in an encounter is something that we deliberately don't tell you. We believe that it adds to immersion and the feeling of tension that you are not really sure like what's going on. You maybe heard some distant shots, but you don't know if someone died or not, if someone is already away or not, so you are never safe. So that's intentional, and we are unlikely to change this particular thing. So, also, do you have any thoughts about extending the length of each encounter? Yes, with adding more stuff
Yeah.
to do, we will probably extend the
Yeah,
length
we'll
of
play
each
around
encounter
with
a
the
bit.
time a little bit, yeah.
We are still aiming to have it reasonably long, maybe around 15 minutes. Up to 20 is still alright, probably not any longer, so you can join more of those. Can you please shed some light on what appears to be a pathway through the rocks to the rear of the shelter by decking near the waterfall? So I guess I can?
Well, I guess you can, yeah.
Yeah, so if you remember the very first level, you kinda gain your consciousness in the tunnel, in the collapsed tunnel, and then you cross some countryside, and eventually you go through some foresty area, eventually reaching to some rocks, and I think that's kind of natural to assume that those rocks, the pathway through the rocks, leads you to your shelter.
Yeah, exactly. So here you go. Let's see. The last question on Mixer. Are grenades available at the moment? Not sure.
As far as I know, no. They are.
I also do
they
not
shouldn't
think.
be.
Yeah, they definitely shouldn't be. Even though I think that I saw something about grenades like a few weeks ago on our forum.
Yeah, that may be a few around, but that should be about it.
Yeah. So here's your answer. Anyway, maybe we can jump.
There's one
there's
more.
still something left.
And
okay.
just to say that I'm really enjoying playing and seeing Vigor developer. I wanted to read that because it's always great to notice someone who is really enjoying seeing me, except my mom. So great, thank you. You are awesome.
Yeah. So kind regards to you all. Thank you so much for your questions, Andy Nicholson. Anyway, another question from our forum. So another quick question. Noticing all the light sockets around the shelter makes me wonder, is nighttime darkness going to be added at a later date? This is something that people also ask about quite a lot, like the day and night circle. For now, we only wanted to play around with the weather, which was already added with the 0.6 update. And oh, it's right there. Like, can I be any more lucky today? Okay, I died one time, but the first round was wonderful because of.
You should probably hide well.
Well, I can go behind this big boy and just wait for my opportunity. Like, they can only see me from here, so we'll wait patiently. It's already here. Let's move. Come on, boy. Somewhere around here, isn't it? It is.
Yep.
Oh! That was fast. That was really freaking fast. Like I had only the knife equipped, so Musta Blasta 200.
Master Blaster.
No, Master Blaster. Okay, Master Blaster 242. Well, congrats, dude. You killed me. But I was pretty easy prey, running around just with the knife, and you were hidden behind the airdrop. So that's about it. Has the immortal knife man been fixed?
Like, so, as I mentioned,
I'm living for those questions. It's wonderful.
There's been a lot of improvements for combat system in 0.6.
Yeah, absolutely.
That being said, we are still aware that we are encountering some issues. At the moment, we believe that some of the problems that have been reported regarding hit registration, for example, so you have some issues hitting someone running around with a knife trying to shank you. It's very likely to be a result of some server issues, or we have some programmers looking onto that, trying to figure out how to make it better, fix the issue, and also we cooperate with an external company regarding server performance, so we are looking to get some really needed improvements in that area. I think that's one of the most pressing issues at the moment, and we are working hard in resolving that. Besides that, the black screen. I wanted to mention the black screen.
Yes, absolutely. So
since we forgot to write it down in the original patch notes. So last week, because to recap it maybe for those who maybe are not
have no idea.
Sometimes players could get stuck on the black screen with waiting for
players, and basically like you load into the encounter but you can't see, so many people just lost their guns and stuff like that when they came into the encounter with. So this is the black screen issue. Go ahead.
And last week the guys made some little patch that allowed them to gather some data to figure out what the issue is, and as you mentioned, there was an update this morning. This morning, like Europe time, where we believe that we managed to address the black screen issue. So if it still like happens to you, please let us know so we can investigate further. But we hope that we kind of get it. It's like hotfix, which should make it disappear and working, but we are still working into a proper solution that will be like lasting and really working.
Great. So another question, which is this time from our Reddit by Kurashi. Is there any chance of having a volume slider or more comfortable headphone option for close range gunfire sounds?
I haven't got an answer yet, but we definitely will pass the question to our audio guys so they can
just play around with it.
So we can make probably the sound like tweakable for those different sound environments.
That's actually really nice. Thank you so much for that suggestion. Exactly. Can the trigger vibration on gunfire be dampened relative to how far in you have holding the trigger?
I'm not really sure exactly what you mean, because from my point of view the gun is either shooting or not. It's very binary, but we understand that we currently have a bit of an issue that the vibration is a bit over the top, and so we will tweak it down. I was speaking with the guy working on that earlier today, so that should be hopefully soon-ish.
Okay, and the last one. With the recent addition of sniper rifles, are we likely to see an option to hold breath soon to steady aim, which is something that we already addressed in the chat is going to be added?
Yes, definitely. Not quite sure what exactly soon will be, to be honest, but it's in development.
Great. Next one. I remember you from Twitter, so you weren't able to sign up to our forum, but you decided to ask on our Twitter. Thank you, on our Reddit. Thank you so much. Are there any plans to increase the player count per session?
It kind of depends at the moment on, first of all, the levels themselves, so it still feels well for the pace of the game and like the amount of encounters with other players and so on. But also it's tied a bit to the server performance, which, as I mentioned, is not optimal at the moment, so we won't be rising player count per session anytime soon. But at the moment we are like 8 or 12 players depending on the size of the map. We still have like plans to be able to use, for example, 16, but it will have to wait a bit.
And the next question is also a usual one. if we are going to add like squads or like large teams instead of just duos and stuff like that. Which is also something that no promises, no e-tower or something. It's more likely that it's going to happen maybe somewhere in the future, but for now we really want to focus on the duo.
I'm sorry, I was reading a question and I was not really paying attention.
Well,
Sorry, guys.
it happens all the time. I like
really
forget.
really bad at multitasking.
Well, me too. Like you remember when we were talking about Vibe, I think, yeah. And I
So
I
are we
was
at
totally
the squad groups question?
squad
All right,
groups
all right.
question. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were talking about it
just before. Yeah.
earlier. So yeah, there are plans regarding that. We will definitely consider that in the future. I have no time estimation at the moment. I'm sorry, but it's something that we would like to see and try.
Yeah, which is pretty much what I was saying. So even though you weren't paying attention, we both know what we are talking about, which is really nice that we are like not contrary to each other, you know, about questions and stuff like that. So that's about it. There is a guy outside. Oh my God! Is he going to shoot me through the window? No, no, no.
It might happen. They are not quite bulletproof.
Yeah, I know. Like, this wasn't a question really. I was just talking to myself because I know that it can happen, and some people like really specialize in that. Like,
yeah, we have some window killers.
yeah, definitely. So,
That would be a great name for an achievement.
Yeah, that would be so freaking cool.
Window killer.
Yeah, window killer. That's nice. That's really nice.
I need to write it down. So I wanted to answer 2 of the mixer questions.
Ooh, he's still behind me. Jesus, goddamn!
So
I
will
only
there
have the
be
knife.
shelter rates in the future? Because it's a question that has been being asked every now and then. We consider shelter as your safe haven, as your home, as something that is completely secure, basically. We would like it that way, but still there may be something that we like try if it works or not.
Yeah.
But at the moment it's more like we like that it's something that is safe in the game that is all about uncertainty. But also it like
Ooh,
it's
Jesus!
well, but also it may be an interesting feature, so maybe we can try something similar to that. And
How long?
okay, go ahead. It's fine.
Okay, so what?
Guys, can you have like normal names?
Yeah, that's so, like,
That's not a question for this stream.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay.
Well, it wouldn't be too appropriate, I guess. But anyway, it's still better than like those like big letters, small letters, and numbers names. Like when you are like, I don't know, L33,
Well,
PX.
my favorite way of nicknames in video games is actually from especially like Asian pro scene. I know it from like one particular game, not sure if it's used in others, but the people kind of try to hide their accounts, make it difficult for the opponents to scout what they play and how do they perform. So what they use is a random combinations of L's, small L's, capital I's, and pipes.
This is actually really nice.
It's very difficult to distinguish
Yeah.
that. So if you have like a random barcode as your nickname, it's very funny. But try to tell someone to add you to your friend list.
Yeah, that's like really, really true. That's really smart,
So we have the new shelter builder in here.
Yeah, which is true. It's here, and it's going to take 54 minutes.
And this reminds me.
Seconds. No, go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead.
it was seconds, not minutes.
Yeah.
So it was like you're crafting your first improvement. That means you have found the fabled metal parts.
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, one thing in the like recent update was a slight adjustment to loot, actually.
Like you mean in the last like update, like in the last change log?
Because considering the version name, it should be somewhere around, I believe. So to get you in the picture, we had some reports of players having some real difficulties in finding certain resources, namely metal parts often, and
Yeah.
other players were able to find them easily. So the situation is that well, congratulations.
Yay!
So on average, I really like that.
Yeah,
Those
I really like
overviews
this.
and everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's much more like satisfying than it was before.
Yeah, it's like this is mine.
Yeah.
I improved it.
I feel really
so-
great about it. So let's
About
see.
the resources, on average, the data show us that people are leaving matches with basically exactly what we kinda intend. But it's on average. Individual matches may vary quite a lot, and that's a bit of a problem. Also, I discovered a bit of an issue with my original settings in loot system, so I made some tweaks to make it a bit more likely to find those like more common resources. But still, since we changed how it spawns, basically if you remember, if you played the game in 0.5, it was like loot cars.
Yeah.
Because it was like the universal go-to place for finding basically everything. It's not the case anymore, so for example you won't find any resources in cars. You will find metal parts there, you will find ammunition in there, but you won't find your metal parts or chemicals in cars. You need to go to buildings to, you know, look for furniture, especially like in garages, but also in like living places.
Like into garages, like into metal kind of like... you
Yeah,
know,
in those
thingy.
toolboxes.
Yeah.
Also, we increased the number of those small objects. So there are like those red, blue, and grayish like
exactly.
loot boxes. So it's a bit more of those, and you will find your material, your metal parts, your wires and nails in them. So yeah. So chemicals are too hard to find. So again, chemicals are one of the more rare resources, and you can find them usually in houses. Also, there are two different like separate items for chemicals. There is a chemical bottle and a like box of chemicals, so look for those.
Yes. How many questions have we actually answered, and like from the Reddit part did we get to the... Yeah, so is
We answered two of them.
Is the availability of the game for the Xbox time exclusive? Vigor is Xbox exclusive game. There are no future plans for like those cross-platform or stuff like that. So it's Xbox exclusive. Thank you so much for asking. Do you have any plans for dynamic events? This is something that we also get quite a lot. This question.
Yeah, it's like I'm not exactly sure what each person means by dynamic events.
Yeah.
But
It's really hard
I
to
guess
estimate.
in various meanings that could have, we do have some plans, but we are not quite ready to share them yet. It's still in a sort of phase where we need to evaluate what exactly we will be doing.
And last question, which I like the most. How do you plan on keeping the game fresh so players stay?
Well,
So, yeah.
yeah, as normal, if you want to keep things fresh, you put it in the fridge.
Exactly. And what I was trying to say was that we have
Sorry.
actually... No, it was a nice joke. Yeah, really. I'm
made
going
it
to use
cool.
that from now on because I never heard that actually. But what I was trying to say is that we actually have a huge advantage because the game is still in the game development, but we already have players. We already have all of those fresh ideas, so we have a huge advantage of having so many great ideas at one place, and we can realize some of them, obviously not all of them, because some of them are not necessarily, like
I
doable.
struggle with these questions, and the reason is that we do have plans, and
Yeah.
I am personally very excited about a lot of them. and I
Exactly.
cannot really speak about them yet because that would be a huge trap of over-promising something that may or may not happen in the future.
Or
But
after how much time it's going to
yeah,
happen. Also, we do not want to get you all hyped for something that
yeah,
is
it's
coming like in half of year, like in the future.
something like that. But we have on our minds that peekaboo. We have on our minds that like this is very like basic that
I
will last
never
for
was outside of a house so quickly. This was incredible. I'm so proud of myself. Ah, Jesus, God damn it! He's following me. Okay, so let's run. You know, no, dude, like seriously, dude, stop. No, I have no weapon with me.
Wait.
He doesn't have a
he doesn't
weapon
have
too.
a weapon. Maybe
Come
maybe
on.
you can be friends and get killed together eventually.
Oh, I'm so not glad that we do not have the emotes in the game.
Well, you can jump and crouch, a universal vigor jump of joy, and friendship. He has a
He
weapon.
has a gun! Oh my god! Like, is this for real? Like the guy was not able to get the gun out, you know, like he was, oh my god, he was playing it. He was playing it, he was playing stupid.
Looking for which pocket he put it into. So yeah, but
That was so random. That was so random, like I really thought we are going to be friends. I was trying. But you know, that guy, he ruined it completely, like the trust down. Completely ruined.
yeah. So no emotes to wave. Yeah, we will be adding emotes in the future.
Yes. Which would be very freaking nice, but I guess that even if I was waving, he would
Yeah,
just try to
in the
kill me.
in the meantime, you can use the jump of joy and friendship
Jump of joy,
and
yeah,
love.
absolutely. Like, you know, it's much easier to jump because of joy when the other person doesn't have a gun.
Yeah, it's a bit sad if you jump and then got a shotgun round into your
Yeah.
face.
I absolutely feel that. I feel it. So yeah, anyway, that was really freaking nice. Is the guy following me? No, he's not. So why am I still running? Anyway, any questions, guys? And I may jump to the next question, which is rewards for duos if they can be better, which,
Yes, they can.
yeah, like, you know, the possibilities are endless, but I think that what people are talking about is like the airdrop,
Yeah.
if it
We-
can be doubled and stuff like that.
We are currently trying one possible solution. If it goes nicely, we will implement it again, like soon-ish. Expect some time for us to test if it's really working and it's not breaking anything. Duos are really in the game. Yes,
Yes,
they are.
they are. Let's see. So, next question, which we already answered, so the next question. Devs, you guys should consider a way to give another 2 hours trial or free weekend to the game for more people to try. Because the 0.6 is really different from the there is the guy, it's the same freaking guy, like,
Friendly.
no, he's not friendly. He has a freaking
he
gun
hasn't
in his
killed you
hand.
yet.
Yeah, he haven't killed me yet, but he was following me, and this is something that you do not normally do to the people that you love and appreciate, you know? So,
That escalated quickly.
but anyway, I like this question. This question is incredible, and Petka already answered that on our Reddit, but I still thought that it's really interesting to like address it on the live stream. So, it's like there is definitely not going to be like one more 2-hour trial because that wouldn't be fair. Simply, it's not how it works. But the idea of a free weekend before like the full release of the game is pretty nice. No promises, no like estimated day.
Yeah.
Or something, but it's really nice idea, and we would love to keep it like that. Is the guy still following me? He's not. So, not good. No, not freaking good.
At least you have a fan.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, okay, so questions in the chat right now, because I will be just running and answering your questions. So let's see. Don't trust it. Like, you do not trust us, or I shouldn't trust that guy, or what is it about? Anyway, shoot through doors yet? No.
Sorry?
Shooting through doors. Available, is it coming? What is up with them doors?
It should be there.
It's already
eventually, it should be there eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah,
eventually.
my favorite answers, you know. So, yeah,
like, it sounds so promising,
it's basically
but
like,
yeah.
yeah, figuring out right penetration of materials and so on. Oh yeah, I forgot this one question by Jedi Lunchbox. Hey guy, I have only one question. Where's my fireplace? You know, dude, I cannot be responsible for your misplaced belongings. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's nice. That was really freaking nice. How do we reach you about glitches? So the best way possible is to go to our forum, because there is usually half of our whole team just hanging out at our forum, you know, reading through our comments and stuff like that. So forum or Reddit. At forum
we have a Discord channel, Discord server as well.
Yes, exactly. Like on forum you have a whole thread like dedicated to just like glitches and
Yeah,
bugs and stuff like that. So it's like the fastest way, but
definitely.
you can use any of those other like platforms for sure.
Eskia, I missed the stream. Don't worry. There will be a VOD. Nice to see you.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was like so lovely. And look at those guys. Look at those guys. Not even one of them is going to kill me, which is so nice. Anyway, so I managed to escape, and my computer keeps locking itself, which isn't very nice. But what I wanted to say is that we have been playing and talking for quite a while, so there is a last question.
Yeah, we ran out of time already.
Yeah, already. So, last question from the Reddit. Duos. Is there any way you guys could put a dot or something above our teammates' head to distinguish enemy from a friendly Outlander?
Yeah, I think we were talking a bit about it earlier,
Yeah,
we are trying various options, so you get a compliment.
Yeah, it's really nice. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you so much. Anyway, so the marker. For now, it's only on the map, which we talked about, and there are plans to edit. Maybe we are still playing around with all of the ideas. We kind of like want the UI to be as clean as possible.
Yeah.
That's about it. Can I ever close my doors at shelter to warm up? That's really cute. Last question.
I think that eventually
it would be really nice, like, you know, he has the fireplace in there and the doors are always open.
Yeah, well, like it's like you find an abandoned building without any doors, you know, with broken windows, and the first thing you put the fireplace in, it kind of makes sense, and then you are repairing this and that and over there. But it's like you basically when you are improving the shelter, you go through some sort of priorities, like patch the roof so you know it's not raining,
exactly.
But it's like the doors. It's kind of in a really remote area, so we can assume that the character feels kind of safe in there.
Yeah.
So doors are, you know.
And we are almost at the end. I just want to address one more thing. Will you post a list of questions answered on Discord, on our Twitch chat? I can definitely try. I will do it probably tomorrow, because right now it's already pretty late here, so I will make the list tomorrow and I will add it to the Discord channel.
Also we can hope for
Kurashi. He's incredible, always does like the info dump about our streams.
That's amazing work.
So you can also check our Reddit usually for the dev stream like sum up. So anyway, thank you so much guys for watching today, and see you very soon in the next dev stream. Bye guys!
Have a good one!